carry him bag, we enter private jet. You know carry anybody.
Where
you
don't even travel go. Right? So we must promote, particularly in a country where we have young people, 70% population, everybody's complaining there's no job. If there's no job, look for somebody to work for free. Right? Be an apprentice. It's no coincidence that Dangote apprentice under Dantata and got his first capital to start Dangote Group under Dantata. Bigger than the Dantata now.
Yes.
The Cosmos Maduka did my apprenticeship 6 years. 200 naira to start the Kostaris Group you know today. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. But the Gen Z generation, and even before Gen Z, even our generation, they are using me, somebody must use you. You even see someone says your star is using. Which stupid star? Star that is not useful for you. Right?
What if it's your star to be used? To be used by another person
using your star. The star that didn't work for yourself. Somebody could now use it. Well, let them use it. Maybe if you want to use my star, please. Just that I choose who use my star. But it's the mindset that we need to correct. Apprenticeship is critical. And I think being a graduate is overrated. Having masters is overrated. Absolutely. Extremely overrated.
Why'd you say that?
Yeah, because we just carried. I tell people, I say, being a graduate is just a proof that you can learn. Doesn't make you skillful in anything.
Bridge.
Not even now that they give you 30 years curriculum.
I swear.
That is no longer relevant.
That is no longer relevant now.
So it's just a proof that you can read and write. Your thing go viral. I know this one they will comment and start writing rubbish. But it's the truth here. It's either want to help people or we want to be honest.
Yes.
I was a graduate selling popcorn. Right? A
graduate of microbiology.
Yes, and I was selling popcorn. Right? So all this pride up and down, a whole graduate. One day I remember I had pasted, because I had started a company, CEO.
in your Instagram bio.
CEO, whatever title, but I was customer service, everything was me. So people were not buying our product. So then we do photocopy, buy bulk SMS, 75 kobo. So I pasted poster. I used to say Songwater. From Songwater, I was dropping every bus stop till Ikeja along this side of the road, cross to the other side.
Start posting
then
again.
I started 10 a.m. I go back to Songo 12:30 a.m.
Chai.
The following day. It was pitch darkness. As I was trying to come down from the Molue, tears were rolling down my eyes. I wasn't planning to cry. It wasn't like I thought, why am I crying?
Reflex.
Why am I crying? And I remember something said in my spirit. It said, one day you will tell people this story and they will not believe you. So it's just a face, keep moving. Just a face. So if I can encourage our young people, there's more money in Thailand. Right? The people we pay millions to in our construction industry, Thailand. And they are coming from Togo. Because most Nigerians don't even know how to do it. And then you carry degree on your head. Right? Carpentry work. Right? Iron, metal work. There's so many sectors that young people can take up. You do 6 months apprentice with your brain. You will now do business plan.
Yes.
Right? On top. So you put structure. And before you know, you've built that business can be a multi-million-dollar business in a space of 5 years. But you may need to lower yourself, humble yourself, and pick up the biggest lack we have in this country are skill jobs.
Skill job, yeah.
Right? Skill jobs. Painter. The guy cannot even speak English, but when you check how much you pay the guy, millions. Then you want to put suits, tie, hello, how are you? We're speaking grammar. Right? Meanwhile, the ones who can't speak grammar are making all the money. And you say Nigeria is not working. Right? Of course, we have to hold government accountable. Of course, I was part of NSAS and people were wondering that you're doing well. Why did you join NSAS? I think they now know why. When they saw that maybe Aliko will join this NSAS, this protest. Because people think because you're doing good business, you are not feeling the impact of what's going on in this country. We're all endangered species in the hands of these wicked politicians that we have in this country. But for me, it's also that the solution is not just in the hands of the politicians. No country in the world has evolved through the hands of politicians. None. Not even China.
None. It's business.
Not even communist China.
None.
Right? It's look at America. There's a movie called The Man Who Built America, and I wrote about that, and I was glad that Tedola also re-emphasized that too. John D. Rockefeller, right, built the entire, all you know as petroleum industry today. People still don't know that it was kerosene first, before petrol. John D. Rockefeller literally moved people from using kerosene as source of light to petrol. John D. Rockefeller, one man. Andrew Carnegie, the rail sector. The man owned more than 80% of the rail line in the whole of America. One man, America, that people just America is developed. J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan was a one man that was so powerful, he bails out industries. In fact, one recession during, I think, D. Roosevelt, they had to beg him to bail out. In fact, it was after that one said, how can I be president? And one man is more powerful. I'm begging him to bail out a sector. That's when they now start what we call central bank, the reserve bank. Because he was so pissed off that it was one man that literally had the resources to bail out an industry. And we can go on and on. What Nigeria needs is young people to rise up to the demands of this hour. Build great industries. And then later on, politicians will now come to say, how come only Aliko owns all the petroleum? I mean, he's the only one producing petrol. And that's why for people were wondering, why did I support Aliko with the refinery? At this point, we can't talk monopoly. It's after we are getting enough fuel, we stop pumping all the dollars to import fuel, right? Years later, we now see that he's the only one producing fuel for Nigeria. You know, House can now pass a resolution to say, how do we get younger people to come into the petroleum industry so that it's not just Aliko alone. But every country has been built by one great businessman. He takes over the industry, then later you divide. Like John D. Rockefeller, they divided his company into 5. Do you want to hear the name?
Tell me, sir.
ExxonMobil.
Shell. Chevron.
Wow.
Even when they divide into 5, those are the names of what they divided.
Big names.
Yes. Because of monopoly. Social media today, is Mark Zuckerberg not doing monopoly? One man owns WhatsApp. One man owns Instagram. One man owns Facebook. One man owns Thread.
Yes.
One man.
Right? One man. But you will see now, over time, they can divide the country, the company. Same thing with Google. See how powerful Google is. AI, open AI. So we must understand how, nations evolve. But I challenge young people who watch this show, rise up. I mean, yes, not everybody can have my kind of story, but I promise you, if I can make it starting from Nigeria, you can make it. Absolutely. You just will be relentless.